In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 20th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago White Sox versus Cleveland Guardians. American League Central rivals will continue a crucial 3-game series on Saturday evening when the Chicago White Sox take on the Cleveland Guardians at Progressive Field. Friday's series finale ended with a 5-2 score in favor of the Guardians, who cashed in as a -135 favorite. Chicago is 3.5 games back in the division race at 61-59. While Cleveland holds down first place with a record of 64-55. The Guardians have found success in the season series thus far with a 9-5 head-to-head advantage. The White Sox are 6-0 in their last 6 in Game 2 of a series and 10-4 in their last 14 versus a right-handed starter. The under is 14 to 6-3 in Chicago's last 23 Saturday games. Meanwhile, the Guardians are 1-5 in the last 6 in Game 2 of a series and 4-9 in the last 13 Saturday games. The over is 7-2 in Cleveland's last 9 in Game 2 of a series. The White Sox have won 5 of their last 7 games, but they have struggled on the road, where they have lost 4 of their last 6 games. They've struggled offensively, scoring only 9 runs in their last 3 road games. Things won't get easier for them in this game because Bieber has done a good job on the mound in recent games, giving up 5 runs in his last 4 starts. He gave up 6 runs in his last 3 home starts and won't have trouble keeping Chicago's offense in check. The Guardians have won 3 of their last 5 games and 4 of their last 6 home games. They are playing very well offensively, scoring 20 runs in their last 4 home games. Expect them to play well in this game because Cueto has struggled in recent starts, giving up 8 runs in his last 3 starts. He gave up 8 runs in his last 3 starts against the Guardians and will have a hard time slowing them down. This should be a pretty fun starter matchup regardless though. Bieber is on a nice run right now. He's got just 4 earned in 20 innings total over his last 3 starts, winning each of those. As for Cueto, he's posted 6 earned in 22 innings over his last 3 starts, but he is giving up a lot of hits right now. I like both starters to do well here in a fun and close game, so the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. The White Sox are averaging 4.24 runs per game and 4.34 runs per game on the road. They averaged 5 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Guardians, with Cleveland giving up 4.15 runs per game at home. The White Sox will hit their average in this game. The Guardians are averaging 4.37 runs per game and 4.18 runs per game at home. They averaged 4.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the White Sox. The Guardians and White Sox played over the total in 3 of their last 4 meetings, with Chicago giving up 3.71 runs per game on the road. The Guardians will score enough runs to push the score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Philadelphia Phillies. Game 2. The New York Mets and Philadelphia Phillies face off on Saturday in MLB doubleheader at Citizens Bank Park. On Friday, it was the Mets that secured the 7-2 victory. David Peterson has pitched his best on the road this season, where he has a 2.51 earned run average and .181 allowed batting average. Bailey Falter has been hittable all year with his 4.85 earned run average and 1.38 WHIP, and he's allowed 11 runs in his last 19 innings. This one is going to be interesting as both teams are working with lesser options on the mound, thanks in part to the doubleheader and in part to injury issues. Falter hasn't pitched in the majors in almost 3 weeks as he's been making spot starts here and there. Williams at least has been more consistent as far as being an innings eater, as he was a starter with Pittsburgh and Chicago before coming over to the Mets. Both teams are dangerous offensively, so that part of things could be considered a wash. Peterson has been lights out overall, sitting with an earned run average of 2.3. And the Phillies bats are going to struggle like they have the last few games. In the end, the Mets have the better pitcher on the hill here, and that's enough to give them a slight advantage in the nightcap. so the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. New York went into Friday with the over holding a 59 to 52 to 8 margin this season. They are ranked 5th in the majors with 4.74 runs per game on the year. The Mets are 8th in runs per game on the road as they put up 4.65 runs a contest to this point of the year. Their average total entering Friday night is 8.5 runs per contest, and that climbs slightly to 8.83 runs per game on the road. Philadelphia comes into Friday's action having seen the over post a 56 to 55 to 6 mark this season. The Phillies are tied for 7th in runs per game this season as they average 4.62 runs a contest. Philadelphia puts up 4.78 runs per game at home and has seen an average total of 8.61 runs per game entering Friday. That number climbs to 8.73 runs per game at Citizens Bank Park. With a pair of mediocre arms on the mound along with some suspect bullpen work, this game ends up being a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Minnesota Twins. The Texas Rangers and Minnesota Twins will continue a 4-game series on Saturday night at Target Field. Friday's series opener finished by a 2-1 final in favor of the Twins, who cashed in as a -135 favorite. Texas is out of contention at 53 to 66, while the Twins are 1 game behind in the American League Central at 62 to 55. These teams met in Texas back in early July, with the Twins taking 2 of 3. Texas is 57 to 116 in their last 173 road games and 5 to 15 in their last 20 games against a team with a winning record, while the over is 6 to 0 to 1 in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record. Minnesota is 5 to 1 in their last 6 home games and 8 to 2 in their last 10 Saturday games, while the over is 4 to 0 to 2 in their last 6 Saturday games. Although the Texas Rangers are out of postseason contention and Minnesota is battling for a division title, the Rangers have had success at Target Field, winning 4 out of the last 5 on Minnesota's home field. Minnesota starting pitcher Chris Archer has struggled this season with a 4.15 earned run average, and over the last 5 starts for the right-hander, Minnesota has lost each of the 5, and Archer has allowed 18 hits and 17 runs in only 21 innings. Texas starting pitcher Glenn Otto has a 4.96 earned run average, but the right-hander has given up only 2 earned runs or less in each of the last 3 starts, and Texas has won 2 of those 3 starts, including victories over Houston and Oakland. I get the case to be made for the Twins at home here, but I'm not a Chris Archer fan whatsoever, as the guy is just prone to giving up runs despite not going overly deep into games. I'm also not a Glenn Otto guy, but Otto has pitched somewhat well in recent starts, and I expect the Rangers to bounce back after coming out flat on Friday. So the Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. Archer has not been effective this year with a 106 earned run average -111 Fahrenheit IP-, and one of his biggest flaws is that he often can't even make it through 5 innings following years of injuries. That's going to expose the depth of the Minnesota bullpen that is just mediocre by earned run average, too much for this total to hold. Lowe is one of baseball's hottest hitters right now, which at least gives the Rangers a scary top half of the lineup. As previously mentioned, Minnesota starting pitcher Chris Archer has a 4.15 earned run average, and Texas starting pitcher Glenn Otto has a 4.96 earned run average. The total has finished over in 5 of the last 6 games Texas has played on the road, and the total has finished over in 58 of Texas' 118 games this season, which is second highest in baseball. With the Twins doing much of the damage, expect a higher scoring total between 2 struggling starting pitchers. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.